No, we're going live. It's
Just-
3, 2. Actually, there's no countdown. It's just we're live now. What's up, y'all? How's it going?
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Are we even live yet?
I'm not alive, that's for sure. Hold on. I got name tags for us. Let's see here.
They're like, who's that? They're like, is that Potato Jet on the other side? What's going on here? It's like I knew we had another YouTube channel. What's going on?
Oh my god! The moment I went live, we dropped like 400 viewers.
Oh no! I mean, I'm looking at it here. It's fine. I mean,
oh okay. My concurrent viewers are showing some different numbers.
Maybe you should jump to the other quick shot really quick. So maybe people don't even know what we're doing today. Like what's going on here? But
it's happening. Oh wait, there's the camera. It's happening, guys. It's freaking happening. All right, A7S III. It's coming out. I know spoilers are already out on Sony Alpha rumors. Danny already knows everything about the camera.
Everything's already out.
I know maybe like 10% of what the camera is. I'm just stoked. I don't even care anymore. I just want to know what it is. I know I'm already gonna be. I'm gonna load up the page for pre-order. This camera is gonna be in my bag, dude. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, Anthony, Jonathan from Amsterdam, Losis, Jason, MIA Vong. That's dang right. Me and Danny swap places.
Oh my goodness. It looks like the thing's not showing up the comments on this side here through StreamYard that we're using.
No, it's because I'm using the RTMP.
Oh,
it's just it's not supported. So I have to look at it on my studio page.
No worries. All right, let's look at my phone.
Earlier there was a comment from I think Quadcopter Guy. They're like watching Sony's live stream through Jason Vong's YouTube channel. Me and Daddy, literally right before, we're just like, what if people saw this video, got recommended to them, but they think it's the official live stream, but then they see these two guys just talking about nothing. So Daddy's you should throw up the screen.
You know, the thing too is that I don't think they're going to have this on YouTube, so it's on their website. So everyone's usually just on the platform already. So it'll be easier for them just to see what's going to happen.
Yeah. So. Yes. Hello.
I mean, I'm sure there's a good chunk of folks that already know what's going on. Maybe just a small fraction of people that are just waiting to see what happens.
Yeah. I'm just here to relish in the moment. I just want to know what it is.
You've been waiting a long time, Jason. Well, you've been for sure waiting for a while.
Excuse you. You've been waiting for a while too, man. We've been talking about the Sony a7S III since 2017, guys. When we first started Monday Live, I remember one of our first titles, maybe our second or third live, Sony a7S III coming soon. And this is around the time, I don't know if anyone hears from the old Monday Live days, but the Sony truck went missing. We're just like, the a7S III's in there, guys.
Oh my goodness, man.
Good times, man. And then again, we talked about it 2018, 2019, and here we are, 2020, guys.
I was calling it an A9S back when the A7 III was gonna launch. And then what was it, Jason? I could have sworn there was that time when they were first doing the whole B Live thing. Not B Live. What am I talking about? The first B Alpha event, we went to New York and we were like, man, they're gonna announce a camera. Remember that?
Yes.
There was no camera. It was just they were just promoting B Alpha.
If anybody really took this a7S III seriously, it would be these two guys right here, guys. Okay, we got an invitation to New York. All right. But we had to pay our own way there. Okay. We had to pay our own way there. Danny has to take time off from his job. We flew to New York and there was no a7S III. And we're just like, okay, that's cool.
I mean, it was still a cool event. And
it was fun. It was super fun. It was
fun. It was just one of those things where you think you're well, I mean, we assumed wrong. I assumed wrong for sure. So
Adrian Hung says, I'm getting flashbacks to the A7 III hotel room. 2 Sony users sharing earbuds for the live stream. I don't remember sharing earbuds, but those were the days, man. At the Luxor Hotel, we were live streaming the A7 III, and now we're here live streaming.
Everyone thought there was a boat you know, because of the whole, everyone felt seasick because of the what was it? What do you call the slide? There, a slider. You had the slider going on.
I had the slider going on. Yes. Yes.
Hey, let's do a quick sound. Let's do a quick sound test. We're gonna play some FX9 video here really quick, and
Yes.
let us know how the sound is, so that we can just get a kind of a feel for the levels here really quick. So they're not announcing the FX9. We're just testing audio, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get scared. Hold on. Can you guys hear the audio? All right. They say it sounds good. All right, but here's the A7S III. We got it right here. Wow.
Oh, man.
So the
threw my neck out there, dude.
The FX9 is in 180 FPS, but it looks like this A7S III is going to do a little bit more. Unbelievable.
Okay. We're getting a mixture of audio is good and lower the audio a bit.
Okay, we'll adjust. I mean,
we'll adjust as need be. I'll try to pay attention to the comments. And folks, just want to say this right now. We're praying to the internet gods that our internet holds up for this epic, this monumentous announcement right now. We're crossing over 2,000 viewers. So hey, if you're here and you love one of us and hate the other, drop a like. Drop a like in the in the video, in the live stream.
If you thought Potato Jet was here, I apologize. It's not my fault.
I mean, he can be if he wants to be. Actually, yeah, I can fit 3 people in here. What are you talking about? We are Potato Jet. Let's see here.
But that's the big thing is we're closer now to the A7 IV. You know, and I was saying that we might see some trickle down to the A7 IV from this camera. It'll be a really nice thing to see, because I saw this camera's not for everybody. It really isn't. So
it's definitely shaping up to, from what I'm seeing, it's definitely shaping up to be a very video centric camera. I mean, we're seeing things that we're not seeing from other cameras, just based on all the leaks and all the stuff. So at least.
Can we? I feel like, am I getting stuttery? I'm getting a little worried here, man. Just get a little worried, just a little bit.
Just call it out, guys. The moment it goes down, just call it out. And if we end up go off the air and you need to figure out the live stream, it's going to be on alphauniverse.com if you want to watch the live stream. Well, so that's just in the event.
Right. We are on RTM, RTMP, so that if we do go down, we could technically go back up on the same. I'm assuming the same. No, if this goes down, it goes down, huh, Jason?
No, I think it'd be fine. I'd be fine. No, if we go down, we'll be able to pick ourselves right back up.
Okay, let me play that video again. I'm getting stuttery on my end, and the video's coming through my end, so I'm getting just a little worried here. Hold on. Folks, we're just doing some video tests. Hang tight.
Looks smooth to me, dude.
That looks smooth to you?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, you have that loading circle right there.
Oh God.
Falling apart already, guys. It's falling apart already.
As long as the video feed looks good, we'll be fine.
Okay. Video feed looks good. Oh, and here we are with a super chat donation. Haven't received one in a while. Michael Dirksen. Hi from Japan on Marine Corps Air Station. Hello. Welcome.
Hey,
thanks for joining us.
Appreciate us. That pays for the StreamYard service that we're paying for today.
Oh, yes.
There was also a super chat earlier. Someone had put one even before the stream started. For $20, someone had put something.
Thank you. I'm sorry we missed it. We were not on at the time, but thank you.
I did see it though. I think they were saying something like, treat yourself to boba or some sort of drink or something like that. That's what the message was.
Thank you. I forgot. Cheers to that.
Yes.
All right.
Hey man, it's gonna be. What they. Just like the last time we did this, it was just like, it's just video camera. It was completely something else. Like, here's our Here's our production in live video cameras.
You know what? I appreciate that this time they're just like, hey, this is it, guys. They like dangle the camera in front of us and just like, this is the live stream that you've been waiting for. So you tune in, all right? It's not like something vague, like we're gonna do an announcement and then we all expect it to be A7S III because we did a live stream. I don't know if I did it with you, Danny, but I did a live stream where it's just completely nothing. Well, it's not nothing, but just it wasn't the A7S III, and everyone was like, peep. So.
Man, they updated the menu system. They rehauled that menu system. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Hey, that we don't know. We don't know what it is. Okay, we don't know. I just saw screenshots. But someone asked if the new menu will get trickled down. I mean, if there is a new menu, I don't know if it will get trickled down. I feel like that's such a
that could be something they might mention. So we'll see.
We'll see. I don't have my hopes up. All right. Anytime some new update comes out for anything, I'm just like, I don't know if it's going to come to the older cameras. There might be some sort of limitation or something. Another $10 super chat donation. Thank you so much. If the event that more super chat donation comes in while the stream is going, we do have to prioritize what's on the screen. So we'll have to get back to you guys. But for now, Mao says, I love seeing you guys. Finally got the 24-70. Looking forward to the S3. Thank you. Alejandro says, I remember that shirtless. Whoa, I can't read that one. That's a little,
Stream's going to go down right quick.
That's the private Monday Live that you're talking about. Mads Madsen donated DKK20. I had no idea what that currency is, but thank you so much. Yo, guys, buy A7S III or wait for A7 IV. I'm just gonna say it now. Like, if you're too casual, wait for the A7 IV. If you're a serious video creator and filmmaker, I think this is shaping up to be something pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the truth, I mean, we don't even know what the A7 IV is going to be like. We haven't even started the rumors on that yet. But hey, we are 1 minute away, Jason.
Oh gosh, it's 7 minutes till 7 though. Okay, well.
Oh, you're right. What the?
I think they might do like a little countdown thing on their end.
They're gonna play some music. They're gonna play some music. Maybe that 12-bit raw.
Shh.
Nah, I didn't even know.
What is this? Sony Alpha Rumors live stream? Shh. Don't say anything.
We got 2,700 viewers so far, Jason. I think we've almost tripled what's happening.
2,800. Hey, just by the way, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Perhaps some of you guys wandered to this video by accident, but just want to say thank you for joining us. The moment is upon us. The A7S III is upon us. The countdown says 15 seconds, but I think they're just throwing up a countdown on their end. The actual 7 a.m., 10 a.m. clock, we still have like another 5 minutes. Woo!
Uh-oh. Let's refresh. Oh, what? No! Oh, what is this? Did you see that?
And now we went back to 13 minutes.
How the heck did that happen? Did someone screw up the timing? That's hilarious.
Danny, refresh your page, man. I think your internet's...
Imagine the whole thing. Did you see that flash? What is that? Oh, okay. I was getting a little worried.
All right, we'll continually refresh on our end. So, okay. We'll continually refresh on our end. Countdown to the countdown. Okay, just because we have over another 1,000 viewers watching, if in case this live stream goes down, go to alphauniverse.com to watch the actual live stream. You want no commentating from our end, go to alphauniverse.com.
Yeah, that is where you want to go.
Yeah.
So you don't hear us.
We are just going to be geeking out for the most part. When we did the A7 III live stream, we were giggling like little schoolgirls when they announced the price and what the camera can do. And we may not have that same effect this time just because Danny is all sentient. He already knows everything according to our little chit chat earlier.
There's still a few things I don't know. I mean, I want to know, but still waiting.
I just want to keep the surprise. Let's see here. Ray G Productions. They can wait a little longer, they say, of the time.
They've already been waiting for 5 years or so they can wait a little bit longer.
Danny was like, yeah, go ahead.
Super chat. Welcome back, you guys. Even if it is for the last time, it was fun while it lasted. You are absolutely right, Alex.
It is indeed our retirement live, guys. I think after the A7S III, we're done.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing a 24-hour live stream before before this. He's just, and Danny was just like, well, we waited our entire life for this. What's another 24-hour? And I was like, no.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting so what? The countdown is 11 minutes, and there's 4 minutes to 7 a.m. What is this?
We'll refresh.
Okay. Let me know. Well, if you're in the chat and you caught it landed somewhere else, let us know if it popped up somewhere else.
Yeah, please let us know on your end if the timer's showing up different on yours.
If you're watching it in two places at once.
Dude,
look, the countdown went back up.
It always refreshes to 13 minutes.
What is that? Is that some sort of symbolism with the 13 minutes? Is that what they're saying? Is that
13-bit 4.4.4?
13. There's a 3. Okay, there's a 3 in the A7.
Stop it, Daddy. Stop. There's no conspiracy. There is no conspiracy.
Illuminati. Here we go, man.
Everyone says stuck on 13 minutes. 3 minutes on mine shows 13 minutes. I'm getting the exact same thing. Everyone just said we solved time travel.
Maybe that 13 means that's how long you can record 4K at 120 FPS. Yes, I took a jab. There you go.
Oh, stirring the pot. Stirring the pot here.
Yeah, dude, that pot is getting stirred real fast, man. People get real heated, man. We're just trying to have some fun here.
Manny Ortiz in the house. What's up, Manny? Thanks for sharing this excitement with us.
Woo.
Woo. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
How many people want to bet it's not going to start out exactly at the same time? Who knows?
It's okay if it starts a little late. It's okay if it starts a little late.
Avengers time travel-ish. Don't refresh the page, they say.
Don't refresh the page.
Sony YouTube Live is what they're saying to look at. What the heck? All right. They're getting very close. Very, very close.
Woo. Let's see. Oh, Sony Alpha YouTube has a live stream as well. That's another spot for you guys to check out.
We're competing with Sony. Competing with them.
This live stream starts in 40 seconds on the YouTube. Here we go. All right. Well, we have the YouTube link up now on the site, so that's a positive sign right there. We're live. We're up to the seconds now. You okay, Danny? I don't hear anything from you.
I'm good, man.
Okay, all right. You scared me for a second. I was like, did we lose the feed?
Did we lose audio? That's gonna be bad.
Did we lose audio?
Everybody just go to the Sony YouTube channel. Jason, how are you doing? How are you feeling about this whole thing? You ready?
I'm nervous, dude. This is it, man. This is it. I just feel like this is it. This is the camera we've been waiting for, and I've just I think I can finally breathe a sigh of relief when it comes to making content in the future. Just like, this is it. I don't have to make anything else anymore. This is it. A7S III done. The best camera in the world.
Oh, you're stirring the pot with that statement, Jason.
Best camera in the world. We're done. Yeah, everyone get A7S III. We're done. There's no A7 IV.
We are still waiting, everybody.
We're waiting. Ooh, it's slow. It's slow. It's that moment, that anticipation. It's building up.
It starts with the PlayStation logo. The logo.
PlayStation 5.
PS5 launch.
PlayStation 5. Some folks are asking if you can full screen that. I don't know if you can, Danny.
Oh, totally understand that they don't want to see our faces. That's cool.
That's okay.
It's okay. Can I do 1080p 60? Can I handle
We're
that?
risking it. We're risking it. We're risking it, Danny.
No. Are you hearing music?
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Countdown. All right.
The audio sounds low, but I don't know if that's just because they keep this audio low.
Yeah, let's just see what's going on. We'll raise it up when we have to. But this is it, guys. A minute left. I know there are reviews out already or videos out already, but we're here to celebrate this together, to let this get unveiled before our eyes.
Everybody keeps saying refresh, so I did refresh.
Yeah.
Just can't wait for this to be over.
I'm seeing spoilers already, Danny. I'm seeing spoilers.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure there's still some things to learn. I hope they price it at $19.99. No, that'll surprise everybody.
Well, that's the thing I'm saying is that people already started posting price on the chat.
Oh, like they already got the official price?
I think so. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I'm just gonna let it happen. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys.
Alpha.
Ooh.
There we go.
Flip screen. Flip out screen.
We all knew that, Jason.
So, are they saying everything is shot with very minimal lighting?
I think so. Those nice product shots.
Oh. All right. Okay. All right. That was just a teaser. Okay. I need to calm myself down. That was just a teaser.
Long wait is over. Today, we are proud to introduce a new full-frame mirrorless camera,
louder,
the Alpha 7S Mark III, which will completely change the way creators can see the world. A new dimension of visual experience starts from here. The Alpha 7S Mark III is a complete redesign of the whole S-series system. Everything is new, including the image sensor and processor. Our goal is to meet and exceed expectations of the creators who've been waiting so long for this camera.
We've been waiting a while, Jason.
Since its sensational debut back in 2014, sensitivity has been the root of the Alpha 7S series. Carrying on this legacy, the new Alpha 7S Mark III opens the unknown world of visual expression thanks to a newly developed Sony Exmor R back-illuminated CMOS sensor.
Okay.
To ensure overwhelming picture quality, the new image sensor has 12.1 megapixel resolution, securing a large pixel size.
The same
Now,
12.1 megapixels.
with a back-illuminated structure, it produces the best ever 4K quality combined with high sensitivity. Pixel size matters because a large pixel is indispensable for shooting high-quality movies. The larger the pixel, the more incoming light with less noise, resulting in higher picture quality for all kinds of shooting occasions. On top of the legendary S-series standing for sensitivity, the 7S Mark III has been enhanced with speed as well. The new image sensor boasts twice the data readout speed and a new focal plane phase detection autofocus system.
Woo!
illuminated structure benefits not only in increased sensitivity, but also the data readout speed performance.
I mean, we knew I needed them to put hybrid autofocus on this camera.
Data can be transferred in real time.
I mean, we expected that, right?
These improvements will greatly
They
expand
had to.
shooting capabilities and expression. To realize supreme imaging experience and versatile operation, a new image processing engine has been created, the Beyond's XR.
Oh, that's how you say
This
it.
consists of two different processors combined
I've been
and
saying
enhances
Ion Z.
times higher processing performance compared to the conventional system. The innovative new engine is born with a new architecture, having capacity aiming for future imaging experience. By combining the performance of the new image sensor and the new image processor, an enormous amount of data processing in real time can now be realized. This initiates a whole new dimension of visual expression. What is a new dimension of visual expression? The new Alpha 7S Mark III boasts the best ever supreme 4K movie quality in Alpha history. The Alpha 7S Mark III utilizes the rich data of full pixel readout without pixel binning or line skipping in every 4K recording format for every recording frame rate. The astonishing sensitivity performance allows creators to have more flexibility than ever to control exposure while maintaining beautiful picture quality. This is true for all lighting conditions. Performance in low light situations have been improved on average 1 stop or more in mid to high ISO range when shooting S-Log3. The dynamic range is a wide 15 plus stops for movies, allowing you to capture from shadow to highlight in various shooting scenes
Jason, we're
and
at
conditions,
4,500 people.
and
Jason,
offering excellent flexibility during the post-production process.
we're going to screw this up.
A new addition is the 10-bit depth, which has
There
4
we go.
times
10-bit.
richer gradation compared to 8-bit, and 422
internal?
is
Yeah, I think
available.
Internal.
for
Internal
inform-
10-bit 422, folks. Here it is. You get it's all everyone's been waiting for. 10-bit 422.
7S Mark III offers all intra-frame internal recording with the new XAVC SI format for both 4K and full HD, up to maximum 1200 megabits per second when shooting 4K 5 times slow motion in slow and quick mode.
What?
Think of the benefits of combining
I missed
all
that.
of these
We need to
features.
rewind that later.
These features are all applied to the highest frame rate of 120p.
So you can
Internal recording up to 120p
you can
in
record with
and
in all
240p
modes.
in full HD is realized. And the onboard slow and quick mode provides high quality but convenient in-camera processed slow motion recording and instant playback up to 5 times in 4K and 10 times in full HD.
120 frames per second, 4K. There you go, folks. Not just 4K 60, 4K 120. Oh my God.
In Alpha 7S Mark III, autofocus in movies is available in every recording format and frame rate.
I feel like they had to give us 4K 120. We've been waiting so long. We've been too used to shooting 1080p 120. 4K 120 just makes sense.
Operation,
Yeah.
workflow, and visual expression, overturning the common sense of manual focus control, opening the age of autofocus in movie shooting. The camera includes Sony's industry-leading AI-based real-time IAF, which has been refined to perform 30%
So they're saying
better.
that autofocus got
Real-time
30%
tracking is
30%
also
better than-
possible
That's good.
with the touch of a finger.
Over the
Autofocus
previous one.
performance of Alpha 7S Mark
Actually,
III
autofocus should be pretty good
not
with this one.
realized on the body
It should be
itself
better than.
must equally respond
These are
as
already
well.
pretty amazing. So the A7S3 have 30%
Native
tracking
in-out lens,
improvement.
the
Holy cow.
Alpha lens lineup is ready for the overwhelming movie autofocus and image performance when combined with the new camera. With all these advanced features combined together, the Alpha 7S Mark III will surely keep you inspired to create images like no other. This footage has been shot at 120p and edited to 5 times slow motion. Note how every single frame is in focus, even with such a shallow depth of field,
Mm.
even at an amazing sensitivity. When shooting
Looks buttered.
120p,
That looks buttered.
your shutter speed needs to be higher, meaning sensitivity becomes even more essential for high frame rate shooting. Again, the large pixel does matter. For professional works, post-production workflow is critical. The Alpha 7S Mark III offers a variety of features to support this. The Alpha 7S Mark III includes S-Log2 and S-Log3 gamma curves, and the S-Log3 achieves up to 15+ stop dynamic range with 10-bit depth expandable to ISO 160. S-Log3 matching with professional camcorders in colors and tones has been improved for multiple camera operating scenes with Sony Cinema Camera Venice or professional camcorder FX9, for instance. The Alpha 7S Mark III also allows unprocessed 16-bit raw output to an external device over HDMI with
There's your
frame
answer
rate
right there,
select.
Danny. There's your answer right
Key.
there.
A full-sized HDMI Type A terminal provides a more secure connection with simple compatibility with other HDMI devices.
Okay.
The Alpha 7S Mark III adds XAVC HS format recording using HEVC or H.265 codec, which has approximately doubled compression efficiency.
Ooh.
It has an option for the convenient and instant workflow onboard hybrid log gamma, where you will experience finer gradation and smooth highlight roll-off thanks to the 10-bit color depth. In addition, Creative Look. The camera features 10 types of in-camera presets, available for both stills and movies. This is helpful for quick delivery and saving you time without post-production. The whole system is redesigned for professional visual expression and operation. The Alpha 7S Mark III includes optical 5-axis image stabilization,
Okay.
which has been greatly enhanced with the new active mode dedicated to movie shooting, keeping 4K quality.
It's like what?
It offers you
EG1,
very smooth and stable gimbal-like footage, especially when Sony's native wide-angle lenses are mounted. Please see this handheld footage stabilized only by in-camera active mode when walking straight. When shooting 4K, the new image sensor and processing engine reduce rolling shutter 3 times more than the Alpha 7S Mark II.
There you go.
Result of minimized rolling shutter effect.
Okay.
For high-quality expression, the Alpha 7S Mark III utilizes plenty of data, inevitably generating much heat. In order to minimize thermal limitation, effective heat dissipation measures have been newly developed, allowing for extended continuous 4K recording. For instance, the camera can shoot 4K 60p 10-bit 422 all-intra for over an hour until the battery ends. Additionally, the camera's
So it
multi-interface
seems like there's no fan. It's just all still
for superb
they're doing
audio.
it through the body.
Audio signal is digitized in the microphone and directly transferred to the camera in clean digital form without the need for external power supplies or connection cables. When the XLR K3M adapter is attached via MI shoe, this combination provides you a choice of capturing future-proofed 4-channel 24-bit recording in linear PCM audio internal of the camera. The new Alpha 7S Mark III features a vari-angle articulating monitor that rotates sideways and affords plenty of freedom for movie shooting.
I can't believe they did it.
Folded back in to protect itself when not in use. The monitor's touch operation capability also contributes to easy focus operations during movie shooting. You can also temporarily activate autofocus by the touch operation to override manual focus mode. The upgraded focus function includes customizable AF transition speed and subject shift sensitivity, which allows ideal rack focus expression
Yes.
synchronize when using touch focus control as well. Widen your range of expression by leaving it to the camera.
I wonder if these are the numbers that you can set in the
The
camera.
camera has a completely redesigned
There you go. New menu. You're right. You're right, Daddy. New menu.
touch screen. Parameters can be instantly selected by directly touching them on the display.
Oh,
When movie mode is selected, the menu is changed to movie dedicated configuration.
yes.
Also,
okay.
Settings
Quality of
such
life changes right
as
here.
exposure and focus mode are stored independently for the still and movie modes.
Ooh.
The Alpha
New menu
7S
system,
III
guys.
is also designed for photography with superior low light capability. The new camera features the world's largest and highest resolution EVF, a 9.44 million dot OLED display with 0.9 times magnification. The camera delivers low noise throughout the camera's amazing sensitivity with refined color science thanks to the new Beyond's XR image processing engine.
Wow.
The newest autofocus technology and algorithm are applied for still image shooting as well. 759 AF points and 92% area coverage with low light AF capability as low as EV-6. And 10 frame per second continuous shooting works with AF and AE mechanically and electronically for up to 1,000 consecutive uncompressed RAWs.
Sports for you,
For
Danny.
stress-free rapid data recording, the Alpha 7S Mark III has dual slots, both of which supports the SDXC UHS-2 card, and
Okay.
the Alpha 7S Mark III also adopted the world's first CF Express Type A memory cards,
Oh.
developed for the next generation of cameras for high quality and speed, where enormous
That mean
data
there's
write
4
is
slots or just 2 slots that
for
can take in
example,
2?
4K 120p all intra recording. Thanks to its compact size, no dedicated slots are necessary, meaning each card slot can accept both SD card and CF Express Type A. The new compact
2 slots.
CF Express Type A card offers 700 megabytes per second write, 800 megabytes per second read speed, and are available in 80 gigabytes and 160 gigabytes. Also, a new card reader for the CF Express Type A and SD card will be available.
Nice.
One mount promises many benefits. The new Alpha 7S Mark III is part of Sony's powerful E-mount system, which includes 57 lenses that are compatible across not only the Alpha series, but also with our professional camcorders, whether they are full frame or Super 35.
Okay.
There is
All
a lot more to explain,
All right, here
but
you go.
let's finish the presentation here.
Okay, that was
Please
like
take
fast.
note of many other exciting enhancements and features as shown.
Okay, still uses C
Imagine
batteries.
motion. Thank you for joining us.
That's it. That's it. There you go, folks. Sony a7S III.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Christopher Robinson from alphauniverse.com and the Alpha Universe podcast. Now that we've seen the introduction of the a7S III, we'll be taking your questions with a series of live Q&As with Sony experts, as well as photographers and filmmakers who have had a chance to actually use the new camera.
Oh, this is.
Before we get to our first Q&A with Chris Burkhardt and Sony's Mike Bubalo, let's have a look at some of what the creators did with the a7S III.
All right, there's more to this.
What is creativity to me?
I guess you could say it's my oxygen. It's how I breathe.
It's how I speak. It's how I communicate.
It's how I look at the world.
I don't think I'd be human without it.
Creativity is necessary. For me, it's therapeutic.
It's the difference between living and existing. Maybe now, more than ever, storytelling feels like it really means something.
There's a real chance for revolution, and I've used that word specifically.
As photographers, we design worlds and create these experiences for others to view through our work.
I pick up a tool, a camera, and that's my modality of creativity, but you can go out and you can express yourself any way you want. We all have a different thumbprint.
When I have a camera in my hand, it's when I feel most comfortable. When I'm out exploring, out shooting, that's when I feel most at peace.
Now the technology just keeps getting better and better and better.
The a7S changed my career. I mean, I could see in the dark, basically, and there's no other way to put it, right? A veil had been lifted.
It completely transformed what I could even imagine was possible.
It was just a huge deal back then, and it's still a big deal now, and for the S3 to come out is massive.
I think some people didn't actually think it would ever exist.
But if I know one thing about Sony, the a7S III is going to be a complete game changer.
Come on, baby.
Woo! 120 frames per second at 4K. In the dark.
All right.
I feel like the things that your eyes are able to see with this camera, it's like you're in a completely different world.
Do you mind standing on the edge? This is mental, dude.
We're shooting at 20,000 ISO.
That's perfectly clean.
The autofocus is by far superior.
The screen feels nice and solid.
Man, this flip screen is so nice. Oh my god.
Okay.
Sick is
So
that?
that's this commercial.
This is
going
unreal.
on. The
Crazy.
price for the
I seriously wanna go back to
A7S
every
III
place I've ever
is
been and
$3,500
shoot with this
US
camera.
dollars. I think a lot of people already sounded out in the chat. $3,500, Danny. What do you think of the price? Oh, Danny, we can't hear you.
Oh, check.
There you go. There you go. There we
Hello,
go. Hello. Okay, let's just have a discussion. Let's just have a discussion as this video is playing in the background. $3,500, Danny.
All right, so
I didn't expect this.
bucket up.
I thought it would be upwards of $4,000, but $3,500. Placing an order for two, guys. Placing an order for two.
When there is no income, when there is no job, when there is no project, like what is a camera?
Yeah, I mean, 3,500. I think that was probably the limit. I'm glad they got it to that price. If that is the official price, is that
That's the
what they're
official price.
posting in the
That's on
comments?
B&H. Yes, people have been posting in the comments,
Okay,
and
nice.
it's confirmed right now. $3,500. Danny, what
Okay,
do
cool.
you think?
Slow motion.
I'm happy. I'm glad.
But to have it in a small.
I mean, I was seeing people talk about it being like 5,000, 4,500.
I think for what it is,
3,500.
that's really good. I mean, like I think the A7R4 was roughly $3,500, right? When it first came out.
They priced it.
It was
They
$3,500.
priced it.
And mostly it's the huge megapixel pump, the autofocus, the little bit better body design. But now it looks like we're having this camera to be a very distinguishing camera from the R and the A9, because I just feel like back in the day, A7R, A7S, the only literal difference between the two cameras were just like one or two very minor things, right?
Yes.
Of course, there was still there's some distinguishing feature between the two cameras, but it's always been like R photography, S video, and now we're getting 10-bit 422, this all intro recording. Okay, let's see. This is something that we should watch, or maybe we should just have a discussion right now, Danny.
Yeah, we just talk about it right now. I mean, a lot of the information is already kind of surfacing on, like, I guess since B&H Photos already posted the entire thing, right? You said,
yeah. So they have
Does it say when they're gonna do the pre-order on that thing?
You can pre-order right now.
Are you serious? What am I waiting for? Why am I even in this weekend? Good luck, man. What am I even doing here?
All right, guys, give us 1 second. We're gonna have to pre-order this camera. 1 second.
Let me get my pre-order in right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I apologize for how terrible this is going right now.
Oh man.
So 3,500 is the price point. Sounds great. Oh, they also got the CF Express already too for pre-order. Oh my goodness. And the card reader. Wait, okay. So you can get, so that was the whole thing then, right? You could get the A7S III with the memory card kit included at a slight discount. But interesting.
Whoa. What?
So you could save $50 if you get it with the actual CF Express Type A memory card.
So you can get the CF card right when it comes out.
Yes, you can get it right when the card comes out.
Oh, nice. Nice. Let's see here.
But then again, yeah, people were asking about that EDU discount. I'm just like, oh man.
Should you wait? Are you gonna wait?
Well, I can always do the pre-order and I can do a price adjustment later. But I probably should just order the body only for right now. Yeah. I mean, look, you know what sucks? I mean, it looks like it's going to. If you take a look at the date, the shipment date, folks, September 24th. It'll expect it to start shipping. It's still a long ways to go.
Oh, thank goodness! I can still be
it's
on
still
my break.
A long ways to go.
I can still be on my break. Thank goodness.
Oh, September 24th. That's a long ways to go.
That's
quite a while.
It's okay. We're gonna build up all these anticipation and hype while it's happening. Daddy, my mouse is on that pre-order button.
Oh, I mean, you can always cancel it, Jason. I mean, you have you have how many months to change your mind? It's okay.
I'm not canceling, Daddy. It's once I lock this in, this is done, man. This is done, buddy. This is it.
I mean, you could just. I mean, there's no pressure. I mean, you could just place it and then redecide in another couple months what you want to do. So
it's not.
I already placed.
This is the camera we've been waiting our entire lives. It's happened. Its order's been placed, folks. Proud owner, A7S III. Right there. Money dropped. Who else placed the pre-order for this camera?
My question is, when does the card come out compared to the actual camera? So it's like you order the CF Express card, and then like the card gets to you first before the actual camera.
We have a camera, we can't shoot with it yet because we don't have the cards for it. But I think it still supports SD cards, and it just seems like what they're saying is the CF Express cards are what's necessary for 4K 120 if you're shooting with the new Intra, the recording format. So for what I'm guessing is for anything that we're still currently doing right now with YouTube, which is just shooting YouTube videos.
Yeah, so basically, if you want the 600 megabit per second option, like we said, the XAVC-S-I, yeah, you need CF Express. But you still have 10-bit 422. It's with just SD? Well, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like you still get a pretty high quality option with SD. So,
yeah. Ooh, John Andrews says $400 for the 160 gigabyte card. That hurts. Is the pricing for the cards available yet? Let's see. Folks, we are learning this as we're going along, so yeah, we apologize.
What is going on here?
Annie, are you in shock or are you disappointed, man? I can't tell.
Oh, I mean, it's like, unfortunately, because most of the information's been kind of out there. It's not like, it's not like a sticker shock or something like that. But in terms of the overall thing,
you shouldn't have spoiled it, man. I'm just kidding. Organic Farmer asked if it's the same battery. From a very brief glimpse of what I saw from that presentation, it's still using the Z battery, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be taking on a new battery. Hold on, let me double check. I exited the B&H site a little too prematurely. But
it's not letting me order. It's not letting me order the CF Express Type A card. It's saying something wrong with my Paybu card. I got to go check it right now. Gosh darn.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
So I'll try to answer as many questions as I can, but keep in mind, I just learned about this camera with you guys. Battery. Yeah, battery, they're still using the NPFZ100 batteries. It's the same battery that the A9 II, A7R. Yeah, all the newer Sony cameras have been out with it. touch. I'm seeing touch user interface, which seems like they did improve the touch capability of the screen. So it's going to be, I want to say like a smartphone now. I don't know. Seems like the way that they're touching it.
Are you going to the B&H thing? Do you want to do a screen share on that?
I can't.
Up to
Can
you.
you pull it up? You want to pull it up?
Let me see here. Hang on. Hang on.
Dexter Fernandez asks, will we get the new menu system? I assuming if you're talking about the other cameras, the A7R4. Maybe the A7R4. I want to say maybe, but the hopes of that, of it trickling down, like being a software update or firmware update for the older cameras, I wouldn't hold my breath. I think A7 III users are going to be stuck with the same menu system. We'll probably see that in the next model. But I really think it's just going to be the same menu for the other folks. So the new menu system seems to be exclusive for now on the A7S III. I can't officially comment on that. I think, you know, that just based on prior history with everything, I feel like that's what it's going to be. Larry, what's up, man? HDMI no blackout with monitor. Yes, I think they're keeping up with that recent trend, at least with the A7R4. The screen does not black out when you have an external monitor plug in. It'd be weird they try to do that with the S3, but shouldn't be a problem with this one.
You can switch over to the other screen. We can look at some of the recording modes that they're offering on there.
Okay, let's see here.
Screen share real quick.
You might have to make that a little bit bigger.
Oh God. There we go.
H.265, it's in the house.
Yeah, 422 10-bit. Oh man, it's going to be interesting.
There's a lot of different recording formats here that's available to us.
Right.
So it seems like SI. Okay. All right. A lot of numbers here.
Right. So the H.265, the HS was their lower quality. Well, it's still giving you good quality, but it's at a lower bit rate. So the first one's giving you from 50 to 200 megabits per second. Yeah, that's megabits per second. 422 10 bits. So you can still record in this mode, Jason, with an SD card.
Yeah.
So H.265, you can record, but once you go to XABC-SI, you have to switch over to the actual CF Express. But look what you're being offered even with a regular SD card. You still get 4K at 120. Yeah, with a regular SD with the SD card.
That's it. That's exactly what I need. That's perfect. Yeah. I mean,
it's only if you want to go all out and get the more bit rate, more data. Then
so they're not really forcing you to get the CF Express card to get access to these more, I don't want to say premium recording functions. I don't know why I would say that, but for 4K 120, the fact that we can still shoot with SD cards, we're fine. We probably wouldn't need the higher bit rate. Again, I feel like the higher bit rate would be more for like filmmakers and commercial, maybe even wedding filmmakers out there.
The raw output's actually 4.2K. It's not 4K. It's 4.2K.
Slightly, yeah. The dimension is a little bit bigger.
Just a little more.
16-bit. So you're getting a lot more data if you plug it into an external monitor. Or sorry, external recorder, Atomos Ninja.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Atomos has some sort of announcement that says they will support A7S III, much like how they had the announcement with Nikon and Canon. So maybe we'll see something interesting from that end as well.
So I guess if you don't have the cards right now, it's not specific, but look, I mean, you can still get 422 10-bit.
Yeah, you'll still be fine, I think. Unlimited recording.
Unlimited recording limit.
We're seeing that trend. There's no more 30-minute recording limit. I believe in the presentation
they
got over an hour.
Jason, look.
Yeah.
Does the ZV-1 do this? Is the ZV-1 like that? Yes. You can just plug it in?
Yeah. So they're saying in August they'll release the webcam software that allows you to plug the Sony camera straight in to do webcamming, live streaming option with your Sony camera. So it's not just limited to the ZV-1 and the A7S III. I think that will get trickled down to the other models. I think it should be as simple as just plugging it in with a USB, I hope. So you don't need a capture card device that's ridiculously expensive right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm curious too, as far as the autofocus sensitivity, if it's better than the other ones.
I'm sorry,
At
what
negative
autofocus
6.
sensitivity? Ooh.
Yeah, it goes down to -6 dB. So I wonder if the other ones were at -5, but we're seeing -6 here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, again, the EVF is going to be much higher resolution, 100% viewfinder coverage, articulating screen.
There you go, flip out screen.
You know, my only concern, I think, if you wanted to take advantage, here's the thing. I wanted to ask you on this. It seems as if the HDMI doesn't sit on quite above, so it seems as if the HDMI is going to block your view if you're using the HDMI when you flip the screen out. But I was thinking about that. Well, if you were recording that way, wouldn't you just point the view of the camera, point the screen towards your face, the external recorder in some cases?
Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures really, like a solid picture. Let me load it up on B&H right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you had the thing flipped towards you,
Yeah,
if
it
it'll
wouldn't.
block. But I mean, but then like, why would you have a monitor plugged in if you have the camera screen flipped to you though, right?
Exactly. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say there's never a situation for it, but I'm pretty sure someone will have a reason to do that. But
yeah, maybe. But I feel like that flip out screen option right there is for, the vloggers, the more serious YouTube content creators that wants to flip out screen. Okay, here we go. So I guess, if you do flip it towards you, that it's going to block it. But again, in a situation where you're caught doing that, I wouldn't think you're vlogging with an external monitor to try to output that.
Right.
So that's not going to be too much of an issue. I think this is going to be more for, people who want to utilize that 16-bit RAW capability with the external recorder to plug that right in. And with this flip out screen, I feel like a lot of people who've used the Sony camera before kind of said it's hard to get the more trickier angles, especially when you're trying to go at a very low angle and you want to angle the camera up. It's hard to see. Now with that flip out screen, you can do that now. Canon's been able to do that for quite some time now, but we finally have the flip out screen. I remember when we were talking about this, Danny, that we're just like, does Canon have a patent on these flip out screens for full frame cameras? Is that why Sony can't do it? All these like wild rumors. I don't know if it's ever confirmed to be true or not, but it's 2020. Things can happen in 2020, and boom, we have a flip out screen on the A7S III.
On full frame. Full frame, we have
full frame. Let's see here.
I guess it's just going to be a while till the camera comes out. That's the only thing that stings. I was kind of hoping it'd be, but it's all good.
It's all good.
Just wait it out. Good. Good for Jason.
Yannick asked, is 12 megapixels enough for stills? Yes, 12 megapixels is more than enough for stills, I believe. I myself, I have the 61 megapixel A7R4, and I very seldomly shoot photos with that camera unless I go travel with it, which we really can't travel right now anyways. But sometimes for like regular stuff, I'd rather just go back to 24 megapixels just to like shoot a lot of photos or just have fun with it. But 12 megapixel is honestly way more than enough for photography. And I think they mentioned that go ahead.
So the idea here is that obviously the video stuff is so incredible, right? In terms of what it's capable of doing. That, I mean, if you're more video centric, the photo side of it is more on the side of like, maybe you just need a really nice still to accommodate and go with your video, for example. Mm-hmm. I think it's good enough. For me, there's certain cases where it'd be convenient to be able to crop, obviously. But I think even with 12, it's good enough for a lot of things, especially if a lot of your photos just go on social media. Yeah. But for me, like if I shoot sports and I tend to crop on my images, so I'm going to lose more resolution in that case. So that was the reason why I was kind of harping for 24. But it seems as if it's really important that they keep it at 12 to give you better high ISO performance and address rolling shutter, which was the primary focus of this camera in the first place. So I think the thing here is, the takeaway here is they really made this more video centric, and Jason brought it up already that this camera, it has started to kind of, the difference between the A7, the R4 and the S7 have kind of split more because I was always thinking they seemed like they were going to converge into one type of camera, but now they've split even further away. At this point. So the real question is the upcoming A7 IV, those cameras, are they going to inherit some of these features to quell some of the concerns that people might have for like, hey, can we get 24 megapixels with 4K 60p, or can we still get these other options in these in a completely different camera body? But that's the way I look at it, you know. But 12 megapixels, it's like, to be honest, I mean, it really depends on what you're doing. 12 megapixels will, I mean, it's more about our expectations. I've said this too. It's like our expectations have changed over time that we need more resolution. But like I said, there's certain cases where you can use it. But I think for most people, 12, if you're just going to post on social media, I don't
and
really
you
see.
brought up, you know, and you really brought up a good point again. It's just this camera, you know, you're not, maybe if you're a photographer, maybe you wouldn't consider this camera. I mean, maybe
right,
you would
there you go.
If it, I mean, yes, you know, the cameras nowadays have the option to do both photography and video, right? They can do so really, really well. And again, this distinction now is just more apparent that this camera is more video centric. I mean, if you're a photographer who really wants that low light capability, I don't know, be it Astro or whatever, this is the camera that you want to consider for low light stuff. And I think, you know, maybe if you, even for concert photography, at least like personally for me, like I used to shoot a lot of concerts, and I tried shooting concert with an A7S II camera. Oh man, that autofocus was not on par with the R camera. So now we're having hybrid autofocus with the A7S III combined with low light capability. I think in that regards, if you really value low light, having that option to just tackle low light photography, this is something that you should consider. But, you know, for just general photography work, this might be an overkill. So you would get this if you're a more serious video creator or filmmaker.
I think it's well. Let's get the super chat really quick from Richter Rat.
Yes, thank you
going
so
on.
much.
Says, glad to see the band back together for the day. Good luck on your future endeavors, Jason, and loving the content, Danny. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to go in a little different direction a little bit. Let's see how that goes. So we'll see if I get roasted or not, but we'll see how that goes. But thank you, man. I really appreciate it. You know, I say this the last live, but I think with regards to cameras and stuff, this could be for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
You remember our joke, the last Monday live show, and then we just disappeared.
No, I'm glad that we came back for this. I think this is really important. I just think this is the camera that we've all been waiting for, and we want to share this with the community. I'm so glad I'm doing this with Danny. This is awesome. You know, I think this is
cool. We had to pull this guy out for just a little bit.
Oh yeah,
so
totally.
Take him out. We took him out of the hyperbolic chamber. I'm out here just for a little bit.
Live chamber. Okay.
Dude, okay. Here's some other big thoughts. Right, for me being selfish, I was like, okay, look, I want 24 megapixels, maybe the 6K, maybe Sony A9 like autofocusing things, and then I realized if that was the case, the camera would be $4,500 plus. Right, I was thinking that'd be the case. And that's just me being selfish. I mean, I've said this, like, you could, that's just me personally. But it makes sense, again, to price it at this price point, because not only that, they keep it at that same level with the A7 R4, and it appeals to the people that really want video. The thing that just kind of irks me a little bit, Jason, is like the A7 R4, it's a really nice camera, right? But it has nothing, like the DNA is a little bit different with the A7 R4 and the A7S III, especially with the menu system.
Yeah. So
I was just kind of like, it'd be nice if they can at least drop the new menu system in their more recent camera bodies. That's just me.
It's what I'm hoping.
I don't know.
For.
Yeah.
It's what I'm hoping for, that they at least would do it for the A9 II and the A7R Mark IV.
Yes.
I feel like it's at least within that sort of same generation now.
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, let me know, folks, what you think down below there, but they really should, at least for those, if they can go further back, I'm all for it. But I think at least for those generations that just came out, they really should put that new menu system if they want to just kind of get it across the board. So we got another super chat if you want to.
Yes, Adrian Hung, thank you so much. Appreciate hanging out with you guys. Excited to see the to see this tech filtered into the A7 IV. Need to drop off, but here's the funds for more Bang energy drinks. I'm not even drinking Bang. I'm drinking coffee.
I was doing a monster. I didn't have any. I stopped drinking Bang. It was just the taste was just it didn't taste good anymore. I drank way too many over time. But anyway, yeah. So as far as the camera, I think the price point isn't like a sticker shock. I think if it was like 3,000 and under, it would have a different feel. But I'm sure the video centric people are going to be happy about it. Jason, what are your thoughts on the unlimited recording aspect of it right now? And you've heard about the EOS R5 at this point, right? You kind of know a little bit about what's going on with the EOS R5 with overheating.
Just in passing, I think you told me a little bit about it, but you're saying the camera's under fire, quite literally. So
yes, let me get my little over here to kind of settle that fire down.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the 8K, right? They're saying like the 8K recording capability is what's causing that camera to rise in temperature with the Canon R5. Is that am I correct to assume that?
It's not even just the 8K, it's happening at the 4K level. So basically, to summarize, on the Canon EOS R5, we're also seeing folks use the camera and they're just taking photos. So let's say, for example, you take some photos and then you say, well, I want to record video now. So they go and record video, for example, at 4K 60p, and the camera says, well, the camera's a little bit warm already, so you only get 2 minutes. You only get 4 minutes. So the camera's penalizing you for using the photo options on the camera then when you switch over. So you are being penalized by the camera for doing that. Now, I know people have said you could record at 4K 30p unlimited. So there's some cases where if you go lower down on the options, you should be okay. But obviously, if you want to take advantage of the higher options, you are going to see some limitations. So, and I was saying that this is the same growing pains that folks in the Sony side had to deal with. Well, I deal with personally. When we were trying to do hybrid stuff, I would deal with the overheating. It happened for me. Something that happened like a while back. I was shooting softball with the A7R2. One of the girls hits like a home run. It goes over the fence, and my camera overheats right on that spot, and I couldn't get any photos with the celebration and everything because the camera shut down. And this was some time ago, right? So I like I'm saying, the EOS R5 is going through some growing pains a little bit. So, but I'm sure people will kind of get the nuances soon. But that's just
yeah. I mean, this is something that Canon's going to get over. I mean, this is something that Sony has weathered through the storm with. So
quite literally, they literally have had to.
So they're saying, at least from like the presentation that I saw, you can do about 4K 60p for over an hour. I think it says something about until the battery dies. So it's positive right there.
So what's for that situation? So it's 4K 60p. They say at the 20 degrees Celsius or whatever basically ideal temperatures that you're going to be able to record up to an hour. They're guaranteeing like about an hour's worth of recording, but the folks at B&H Photo, when they tested it, they did the 4K 60p. It didn't overheat at all. It didn't. It went beyond the 1 hour mark basically. And so
just to quell some expectations here, it really depends on the situation, right? Like, I mean, if you're shooting indoor AC, you're fine. If you're outdoor, wedding, ceremony, an hour, it can get pretty intense, especially during the summertime. So really just make sure to, kind of understand the situation that you will be in when you're using the camera. So any camera.
But that's what I want to see, right? So hopefully we'll get an idea, a better picture of how it handles like outdoor sunlight, directly beaming on the camera, see how well it handles. But so another thing too, Jason, with the EOS R5, there's actually hard limits with the recording. So for example, if you were recording at 4K 60p, you could only ever record up to 29 minutes and 59 seconds. And with Sony, they basically say, well, go as far as you can. Yeah. Record video as far as the camera will go. So I guess with ideal temperatures, you're going to be okay. I always found that really strange with the Canon side of things, but everyone will have their opinion on that.
Just a quick super chat donation shout out from Zach Sowers. I shoot photos and videos. Pairing this camera with the A7 III as a B cam will be an unstoppable setup with the Tamron trio. Nice. There was a comment here. There's a comment here that says no pixel shift in this camera. I think that function has always been an exclusive to the A7R. With the whole, he's talking about the pixel shift, the thing that you put on a tripod and you let it shoot it.
Yeah,
much higher. Yeah,
but it has to be really still subjects though.
like architecture stuff.
Yeah,
like that, right. So yeah, that's more of that's always been an exclusive for the A7R4. So not seeing.
Well,
it in the
we're
A7S
talking
III
about that.
being
It's a feature for the R series cameras. We're not saying that it's a feature because obviously other camera manufacturers have that feature, like Olympus.
Yeah. Sorry,
But just
whenever I say this, I'm only speaking within the realm of the Sony world.
you gotta make sure you're right, Jason, or they're gonna get mad at you.
I remember making it a video, and I was like, "This is the only camera that we see this from," and I think I meant it like the Sony, and people were like ripping on me. They're like, "Well, Panasonic can do this." I was like, "Dude, I don't know Panasonic can do that. I'm sorry, haven't shot with Panasonic in years, dude." Okay. Dennis Yar says Atomos are today announcing raw recording up to 4K 60 with HDMI. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. 16-bit raw output with the Atomos, I believe.
Okay, I lowered my audio. They're saying I'm a bit too loud. I apologize for that. And then they're asking if there's a way for you to bring up yours a little bit more, Jason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because then earlier I was seeing comments saying like I was talking way too loud compared to the video, so I was trying to dial it back down a little bit. So how's it now, guys? Is it good now?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just look at the questions here. That's why you guys are all here. So you guys will help us out. Sahan saying, do you guys think 8K is kind of a gimmick? And isn't it really a buying consideration when buying cameras of the size and caliber of the A7S III versus the EOS R5? What do you think, Jason?
I don't think. Okay, 8K being a gimmick. That's really tough to say because there are people out there who's been shooting 6K, 8K. I mean, like we're talking about the more, I want to say the more uncommon folks out there, the people who are in the business who might need all that stuff. But for people like you and me, I don't know, Danny. I've expressed this before in all of our A7S III prediction rumors that I don't need 8K. You know, like if it means not crippling this camera or putting a fan in this camera for it just to have 8K just to be a talking and selling point, I really rather it not be there. You know, being a 4K, a solid 4K camera is what I need it to be. And the fact that they're giving me 4K 120 is good enough. Okay, because most content consumption, at least within the realms of YouTube or even Instagram, most of it is being consumed on a mobile devices anyway, right? So at most, they might be maybe seeing 1080p. I mean, of course, you can still view things in 4K on a mobile phone, but 1080p is still a very solid resolution to be shooting in for those types of device to consume media from. And 4K now, I think 4K is getting to be a lot more accessible for people out there. It's only $200-$300 to buy a 4K TV from Walmart or something like that. So it's more accessible. So 4K, it's here to stay for a little while. Okay. And as for like 6K, 8K, maybe we'll see that in A7S 4. Maybe that's something that we'll be talking about for the next 5 years. But for now, I don't think this camera really needs the 8K.
Okay, you heard it from Jason Vaughn. Everybody, we don't need 8K.
I mean, I don't need 8K. I'm just saying me personally, though. Right. So
yeah, that's like always the prefacing is always like that's our particular use case, like what you want personally. Like there's always going to be a use case scenario for everybody, and I'm always open to hearing everyone's thoughts on that. But it's weird because everyone always thinks like, well, I only use it like this. Well, I only use it like this. I'm like, everybody uses the camera differently.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what we're seeing with the Sony as far as the 4K capabilities and especially the internal aspect of it without having to attach an external device. So yes, it's going to be great. You can get 16-bit RAW or ProRes RAW. So the folks that really want that latitude, they're going to get it. That's going to be great for them. But I like that it's all packaged inside. You don't have to do any external recording to get the 4K. The thing though is, I was always the proponent of that. I wanted more resolution because we've kind of been existing in this 4K sort of world for a while now. I would say I think we started seeing 4K in the prosumer range with the GH4. The Canon 1D Cinema was back in like 2012 or so with 4K, but that was like a $12,000 camera when it came out. But we've been on this long trajectory of 4K, and it's interesting that we're finally getting to a point where on a full frame sensor, and here's the funny thing, the the Panasonic folks are like, we've already had 4K. So I want to stress that yes, I get it. Yeah, the Panasonic crowds already had the 4K. They've had some really great options. So we're not saying it's just more like the Sony gives you, you got the good autofocus, you got a full frame sensor, you're getting really great low light performance. You get what I'm saying there, Jason? Yeah. And then with F1H, you did get I think like 5.6K. Like you got almost 6K video. but the autofocus just wasn't there, and the ecosystem is still being developed out. Although it still looks to be a really nice camera, the S1H, for those that are using it. So
yeah, whoever's in that camp is already happy with it, I think. I mean, like, there's these different camera brands, these different camera models that suit the needs of just different people's, right? I mean, like, people have always said Sony bodies are way too small. Like, I can't even get a grip on it. So what Panasonic did was like, hey, we'll make you a beefier, meatier body. We'll put a fan on it so you can shoot a little bit longer. And people liked it. People really enjoy that Panasonic S1H camera. It's just that for me, when I picked it up in my hands, when I'm like at B&H or at Sammy's camera, I'm just like, dude, this camera is massive, dude. I don't want to be lugging this around. So I've always really appreciated that Sony's keeping a smaller form factor. I mean, in my opinion, I kind of wish they went back to maybe the R2 or the S2 bodies and just give me back one card slot. I mean, if they can do that for like a more budget full frame option, that'd be awesome, because I don't really need the dual card slots for maybe everyday work. But for, the more important stuff, there's these bodies that exist now, dual card slots, now CF Express cards, crazy amount of data to be recording with, 600 megabits per second. I mean, like, the options are all there now, right? These things are becoming a lot more accessible for just anyone out there, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Ash, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You go pull up whatever questions are showing up.
No, I was just gonna start reading some comments, but I'll read a couple off first.
Go for it. I'm trying to get this card ordered. That's why.
While Danny is pre-ordering his camera, because he ain't as fast as I am. I just I already had my credit card lined up, and I'm just kidding. Aston Crunch says, I would prefer a passive cooling and better weather sealing. I think that's what the A7S III is giving us right now. They have no fan in this camera, okay? But until we personally test it out, we'll report back on here. I think there's some reviews out already. You guys can go check it out. But yeah, absolutely. I think just not having that when you have that fan, you're exposing a little internal of that camera. So you don't want that if you want the weather sealing. So they're keeping the weather sealing with the A7S III. Let's see. I'm the Brown is asking. Well, he's asking PhotoMiai, but he brought up rolling shutter. So from the presentation, they say they're using the back illuminated sensor 2 times the readout speed, which is a lot quicker. And they're saying compared to the S2, it is 2 times faster. Or there's huge improvement with the rolling shutter. So for those of you not familiar with rolling shutter, when you're like waving that camera like this, any straight lines that are like this will get that little wobbly effect. It's like similar to holding a pencil and you're jiggling it. They're saying it's a lot more improved with the S3. So for anyone that complained about the rolling shutter with the previous Sony cameras, now this camera seems to have a improvement on that. So that should be exciting for some folks out there. I always thought it was silly for people to rag on Sony for the rolling shutter. At least for me, I don't shoot too much of these jittery motions or shooting like a train going by sceneries. But the fact that it's improved now is obviously a welcome change. Someone asked, "Is this camera Netflix approved?" We're gonna have to do some research on that. We'll wait till Netflix say something about it. But I remember people were just going bonkers about the Panasonic S1H being a Netflix approved camera. So hopefully this camera, the A7S III, is well on its way to be a Netflix approved camera for all you Netflix shooters out there.
I mean, the S1H is Netflix approved, so I'm just curious to see if they have mirroring specifications that will allow that. So
I don't know what the requirements are, but we'll see. John says, "I'm curious to see the A7S III versus the Red Gemini." You're on the wrong channel, man. Go to Potato Jet. I'm sure he'll have that little video covered for you.
Fortunately, not in our realm.
Is it Jason Vong approved? Yes. Heck yes. Oh my God. This is the camera that, we've been waiting for forever. I mean, I feel like this camera has a bit more than I can chew personally with all the other stuff. Oh, Danny just went black. Danny, we lost you, buddy.
Oh, I'm still here, man. I'm just, gosh darn it. Okay, whatever.
All right.
I'm just trying to order this card.
Okay. All right. I lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's a little bit more than I could chew. Obviously, I mean, we've iterated this so many times that I'm not someone that really needs the higher bitrate recording. I mean, maybe if we go into weddings in 2021, that we might consider the CF Express card, but that's not something that I really need. So what I'm hoping is, this ends up being the perfect camera, right? For most people. I'm going to say near perfect because there's no such thing as a perfect camera, but near perfect. It'll be temporary for me, at least with the A7S III, until we see what the A7 IV, what that might entail. So with the A7 IV, I'm hoping, no CF Express cards, just pure SD cards. At least 4K 120. I'm not sure if they'll give us 10-bit 422. Maybe not. But if they give us 4K 120 in an A7 IV, I think that will make a lot of people happy. I mean, like, just give us the more common the features that folks would enjoy without all the crazy jacked up steroids of a video capability that the A7S III is. Let's see here. Price again for the camera is $3,500, and it's a really solid price in my opinion for what they're offering.
Yeah, I'd say it's the price point, and it's not like going to stick or shock anybody, but it's kind of expected.
Yeah, it definitely is. I honestly thought it's going to be more expensive, $4,000. Like I really thought it was going to be the case. Would I still have showed out for this camera for $4,000? I mean, yes, but it'll be hard for a lot of other people. But I feel like it's something that most filmmakers and serious video creators are used to paying. I mean, I think the Panasonic S1H is about $4,000. Was the Canon around that too? I don't know what the R5 price is.
$38.99 roughly.
So oh wow!
Yeah,
this is really competitive. $3,500 then.
Thing is, the Canon, they went in gun blazings with their camera. I'm not saying that the Canon camera is really nice too. There's I think they put in a lot into that camera. And then, like I said, the overheating thing, we'll find out more as more and more people actually get to use it. But $38.99, 20 FPS, silent shutter, 12 mechanical, 8K, 4K. Obviously, we know the story about it overheating already at this point. So
I'm not gonna rack on Canon because then I feel like I don't know the whole story, especially or the specs of the R5. So I'm sure there's other qualities about it that makes it appealing for folks. But just speaking in the realms of the Sony a7S III with the price, and you're getting it for the video features, I feel like it's really holding up. I feel like the S1H does have the capability of shooting 6K, right? At least a little bit of that option is 6K.
I think it's close to 6K.
It's close to 6K. This A7S III cannot shoot in 6K, but again, unless you need like that resolution, it may not be necessary for you.
Oh, never mind. It says 6K. Yeah,
6K. Okay, 6K. So yeah, you're paying a little bit more for that 6K if you want. If you need the 6K option, there's the S1H.
Are we talking about the Panasonic, right? Not Canon.
Panasonic. Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
Someone was saying something about the stabilization. How's the IBIS? I don't know. I don't think it's any different. I think it's still 5-axis embody image stabilization, right? But they're introducing the new active mode, which sounds like it's similar to the ZV-1 and the RX100 cameras. They have this sort of digital type of stabilization within the camera to help smooth it out, but it does crop in a little bit like these smaller cameras. I think they're saying it's a 1.1 times crop, 10% crop. And I would say if you do any sort of handheld work, a 10% crop may not be too bad, especially if you just want like an extra way to smooth out your footage. So it's not too bad, 10% crop. If it's as good as maybe GH5 level of handheld, I can't say. I don't know. But it's something that I'm curious about. I mean, if anyone does a lot of handheld video work, especially vlogging and stuff, that 10% crop, it's not too bad. When you put on like a 16 to 35, 10% crop is like a what? It makes it like 17, 18 millimeters, 20 millimeters, still wide enough to vlog, so long as you have the wider lens.
Right. So really thing on the stabilization side of things, there was that gyroscope feature in the FX9, and I don't know if that was something that's going to be implemented into the A7S III, but something similar, I guess, just to the ZV-1. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't clear to me in the video.
Someone was asking if it crops in at 4K 120. I don't think so. I think in the video they touted that there is no crop. It's all 4K. It's straight up all 4K.
I saw like a 1.1 crop.
I think for the active mode, when you're trying to do active stabilization, it's 1.1 crop is what I was saying. That's why. But we'll have to do more research on that because I'm not too entirely sure. Just a couple of quick super chat donation. Chris Ermo, for photography and Instagram focus, should I trade my A7 III for A7S III or just wait for the A7 IV and hoping the articulating screen will be coming out? You may be waiting for a while. It could be the end of the year till we see something like an A7 IV. So if you absolutely need it now, get the S3. But like I said, like we've been saying, it's really not necessary for photographers unless you really, really value the low light capability of this camera. And again, we're just really talking just based on specs and speculations right now. I mean, as time goes on, as we get to test out the camera, our opinions might change for photography as well. Who knows? But as of right now, it's really, really geared towards the video side of things. Adrian Ong says, it's nice to see you both. This is a great discussion. It's worth it. Keep it up. Thanks. Thank you so much.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying. Thanks for being here.
Okay, so I feel like I'm being corrected here. People are saying there's a 10% crop for 4K 120p as well. Okay.
Yeah, the 1.1.
1.1, 10% crop. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you. Yes, there are already A7S III videos out already. Please go check them out. Support the other creators.
They said Max has one already. Potato Jet has one already.
That's all good.
It's all good.
That's all good. I will get my camera and I'll have my time with it for sure. Let's see.
You don't. Someone's asking, do you need the CF Express card to record 120? No.
No, you don't. That's the best thing about it. Is there any? Sorry,
at the inner frame option, the highest option, but you can go down to the H.265 option, and that will record at 4K 120.
Is there any crop for the 1080p 240? I don't know, but I would assume not, since it's in 1080p.
Tag Cheers asking why I didn't buy the card with the camera because I bought the camera and the card separately. It has to do with the EDU discount. Because I'm not sure if the EDU discount will be applied solely just to the body only. So if I end up getting the one with the card, I may not get the 10% EDU discount, if that makes any sense. So the savings on it will be much larger getting the camera solo potentially. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. I think we're starting to wind down here, folks. So throw in any last minute questions and we'll try to answer.
Photo made for Planet Tech Shooter Photography. I shoot a Z6 and my camera already overheats, but it's not because of the camera. It's because of the flames I be shooting, boy. That's right, Photomaniac, man. You tell him.
I miss you, Photobia. That's freaking hilarious. That is awesome.
That's hilarious. Too funny.
Do you think they'll come up with some type of trade-up deal for the A7, with the A7S II? That's honestly up to perhaps the retailers. You know, I know what you're talking about, and I feel like it's up to the retailers and maybe the salesperson in your region if they have some sort of trade-up, because Sammy's does it, but I mean, we're in this whole COVID thing right now, so I don't know if they have the option to give too much of a discount in this type of situation. So don't really expect it. But who knows? Things can change at the end of the year. They could have some sort of trade-in deals for you to trade in your camera, get like maybe $5,000 back just to pick up this camera at a discount. Wayne Jackson coming in with a $5 super chat donation. Off topic, but why doesn't Sony have software for the cameras like Canon EOS DPP for remote access and control? I think there's some support when you plug in your camera with one of their Imaging Edge software. And again, they are coming out with the webcam software later in August. So maybe that's might be something that you're looking for, but I can't promise you that. And I really can't answer the question because I have no clue. But I honestly haven't really used my camera in that way to be used with the PC unless it's doing live streams like this.
All right.
Okay.
You know, I was a little worried in the beginning, Jason, when we were starting that live stream. I was like, man, it feels like I'm in a lecture, got a college lecture or something. I'm seeing the slides coming through, and they're showing the information.
It's wild, right? Like I'm so used to like, we have someone talking on the stage and there's like it's really different for sure. I think someone's just like, I didn't know Microsoft Sam was presenting this. Yeah, it was definitely awkward. I was just trying to get back into reality as I'm trying to listen to the presentation, but just can't help but laugh when I saw that comment. I was just like, oh geez. But yeah, I'm just happy the camera's out. I think the presentation was fine. I'm just happy it's out. It gave us everything that we need. Ruben Robles, this was awesome. Thanks for putting it together. So good to have something positive happen this year.
Well, I mean, if I put it that way, well, we're glad. I'm glad.
There you go. A7S2, our savior. Eric Rosa says, how's it going with the super chat donation? Thank you.
Doing just SPDTL cost me $4,915.68. Oh,
I'm so sorry, Steve. I'm so sorry. I'll drink to that. Drink some water to that. Someone says, I don't see an EDU discount. You might have to log in. You might have to get approved to start receiving that discount with B&H. So make sure you go through the appropriate channel or website or link or whatever.
Typically what I've seen is there's no EDU discount right from the beginning. So you'll see an EDU discount after the camera. This has happened in the past. I got the A7 III, I think, when it first came out. And then maybe almost some weeks later, the EDU option popped up, I believe. And so I just asked them to do a readjustment and they reimbursed me. So that's what ended up happening. That was the reason why I only just picked the camera up solely with not the CF Express, because I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't know for sure if that's going to be the case yet, but that's what happened in the past. So
okay. All right. Folks, we are winding down right now. We'll be on for like another few minutes or so, right, Danny?
Yeah.
Whew, this has been good. This has been good. We'll probably binge watch some A7S III reviews. or sleep. I woke up and I showered and everything. Dang, I did my hair. I was just like about to wear a suit for this. I'm just kidding. This is serious business, man. I was like, this is exciting. I like I said in my previous video, I was just like, do I really not care about this camera? That's not true. I'm freaking so excited for this camera. I looked at the rumors, but I had to stop though. I was just like, I want to be surprised. It's like going to the movies. I just want to be surprised. I just want a satisfying ending. And I really think this A7S III, it sounds amazing on paper. I don't have the camera yet, but I'm sure I will enjoy it for what it is. And when it's out, which is September 24th, you said that's when the camera ships. So plenty of time for me to crawl back into the woods and take my break. But when I come back, I'll open the box. It'll be Christmas, and I'll be ready to shoot with the A7S III.
There you go.
Max Europe says the camera is extremely positive in this video. Thank goodness.
The question is, will you be able to edit the H.265 footage? That's what.
Yeah, Premiere. Get on that.
Really great with the testing stuff in the video side. It's always great to hear from him on that. Ethan was when he had the H.265 compressed footage from the EOS R5, the iPad was able to handle the footage, and the MacBook, his Mac Pro, couldn't even handle it at the same speeds. So the iPad Pro could handle the 4K 60 and the 4K 120 coming from the EOS R5 when the Mac Pro couldn't.
So wait, with Premiere, right, on the Mac Pro, you're saying, or on Final Cut too?
On all three options, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, and Premiere, kind of all struggle. There was some struggle for it to work. Now he's not doing the proxies in the video, but obviously if you do proxies, it'll be fine. Like transcode it. But just dropping it right into there, the iPad Pro was able to like scrub through it just cleanly compared to the other ones.
All right, so that's some expectations to have, guys.
Yeah, that's ESR5. I don't know about the Sony stuff.
Well, I feel like I've always had issues editing H.265 footage anyways with the drone stuff too on the DJI because they have H.265 on the drones. And I remember just dropping it in. And it was just like stuttering like mad. So I was just like, okay, maybe it's just more on the software kind of side of things. So H.265, I mean, I think they still allow the H.264 option, right? So we still have that. So if you if your computer struggles to edit H.265, there's still H.264 that you can still shoot in. So that is good. And holy moly, Danny, a $50 super chat donation. Thank you so much, Normie. Really appreciate it.
Really cool animation as well.
Photo Miyake says, if Julia pops up with a Sony a7S III review, I'm quitting life. It's okay. You'll get your camera, man. We'll get our cameras.
It's okay.
I'd rather not be rushed with like with a launch video. I'd rather just have the camera be like, this is it. I'd rather do that.
New Jason Bong 2.0 upgrade.
I've transcended. I've transcended. Watch my subscriber count just plummets. Okay. Yes, we have ordered our A7S III live on YouTube, folks.
Let me cancel my order right as soon as the stream ends. Oh God,
Yes.
why did I go ahead and pre-order?
It's pre-ordered. Mine's coming in. It's not made yet, but it's coming in for sure.
And also too, for those of you that know about it, I think with Pro support, if you're in Pro support, they do give a little bit of priority, I believe. So for those of you in the Pro support, they might give you the priority to get your item sent earlier.
I can't comment on that, but sure. Times are changing, man. I think what you're saying was before Sony got the mainstream hype. That's when we have a lot of leeway. So it's like, yeah, we can just borrow anything we want. Now it's like, no, you can't. You can't borrow this anymore.
Well, that's not what I meant. I was just saying that with the Pro support, they'll prioritize your order to get shipped to you sooner. Is what?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sounds good. Yeah. I guess if you're the whole process is you have to prove that you're a professional, that you have credentials or whatever, and they will prioritize you with the camera, I think. But I don't know. Times changed. Things could be different. Please don't take our words for it.
Yeah, it could change. Yeah, 100%. Well, Jason, I feel a little burned out already. I'm kind of just glad it's over. We know the price. I'm glad it wasn't $4,500. Kind of glad about that. But unfortunately, for those across the ocean a bit, it's quite a penny. It's quite a penny.
Sorry, folks. I'm sorry, but I just want to say thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning live. This is something that I'm so glad I got to share with Danny, that I got to share with you guys. You guys are true MVPs for sticking around this long. We've peaked over almost close to 5,000 viewers live stream. And we still have 1,000 of you left. That's insane, but we appreciate, we love you guys. Hopefully this camera is everything that you want it to be, and enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. This is some exciting thing that's happening the second half of 2020. We hope things would just start looking better from here on out.
All right. Is that our calling card to end it?
Peace out. Thanks for watching, folks.
Bye, guys.
All right, let's play with the A7 IV now, guys.
A7 IV, here we go, everybody.
A7 IV.
We're still live. What are you doing?